Hello, hello, hello. I have to share this with a few people and then wait for some people to come in if anybody's awake. Share this in the group. Copy the link. Hi, Pam. Hi, Sherry. Yes, big surprise. So what is it, 8 a.m. there? I have to share this to a few groups and we'll wait for a couple more people to come in. We're going to put the card kits together from the Paper Paws Crafting group. I got to share it in the group so they can find it if they want. Just a second, ladies. I'm almost there. Alrighty. So I have that shared now, and I can. Judy was wanting to come on here with me today, but she didn't answer when I called her earlier, so she's probably still sleeping. So let's see if Judy or Dee are awake, as they are admin in the Paper Paws group. See if we can get some guests on here today. That would be kind of cool, right? Okay. All right. So I'm here. All right. So hi, Melissa. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Oh, is it? All right. So I am, if you were with me last night on my live, I was creating cards with papers from the Paper Paws Papercrafting group I'm in. And I was talking about the monthly kits that they send to the people in the group. And I was showing you the kits and I was like, you know what? That's what I'll do today on my live is I'll create cards using the card kits. So I'm gonna scoot you down to the table, let you see the table and get busy making some cards. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I don't know why I always forget to say that, but I do. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going over here to switch us down to the table. There we go. I'm so glad I learned how to do that. It's so cool. So these are, I got two card kits here. One from Miss Bridget Mavins, who's in the Paper Paws Crafting group. and one here from Miss Lori Frank, who is also a hostess for card kits in Paper Paws Papercrafting Group. Okay, so let's start with Miss Bridget's. And these are the rules. You must use part of each item, if not the whole item, of everything sent in the card kit. Hi. Oh, I already said hi to Sherry and Pam and Melissa. Okay. So anyway, you can use either side of the paper or just part of the paper. You can use one or all of the other items supplied. However, you can add up to 5 items of your own, including paper embellishment, die cuts, image swaps, inks, etc. So only 5 things out of my stash of stuff am I allowed to use. Post a picture of your complete card in the October card kit photo album by the 25th. Once you have completed card, it is yours to do whatever you want to do with it. However, you may not use this card for a swap if you are only signed up for 1 swap a month. And so, did you notice the 3 little gems? So I have to use the gems too. So there's some gems in there, and there's the card base. Here's my card base, and a cute little stamped barrel, and some pumpkins and fall leaves. That's cute. Little piece of orange paper. And this says, giving thanks for the blessings of you. And then we have our fall pattern paper. And then we have a ribbon. Now I have an idea of what I would like to do, but I have to use my own paper, aside from this one, or the Paper Paws paper at least, because I want to do what they call a fancy W card. So I can use up to 5 of my own items. Oh, wow. So every month you do that to make sure nothing is growing or nothing is in there to make you sick. So I think these will match these colors. So now I'm assuming that this is 2 items. That's probably what we want. It's all good. We're all friends here. We share. All right. Let's measure these, because I was watching Miss Erin Reed, a video she made like 2 years ago. And she made this really cute reindeer fancy fold W card. And I was like, I want to make that. And it's really cute. Okay, so this needs to be, this ain't big enough. That's not big enough. What other printed papers do I, I'm gonna have to print off a paper. No, I'm gonna use close to my heart paper. I know I have something that'll match that. This is where it gets tricky, is because you're gonna stick with the theme they've chosen, basically. I probably have a color in here that'll go with that. And this is my Slimline Celebration paper. There we go. That color will match for my matting. So will this color. Okay, so we're not going to use the other 2 papers that I showed. We're going to use these instead. So that's 2 items that I have that I'm using. Each sheet of paper is considered an item. So now, to do this, let's make sure that this card base measures 11. It has to measure 11, and it doesn't. So that means I need to cut down the, yeah, see, that's supposed to be 4 1/4. Okay, so that means I need to use my own card base. So that's 3 items of my own. Oh boy, just in paper. All right, so there's 11. We're going to cut this down to 4 1/4. So we're going to take this and we're going to cut it to 4 1/4. And then we're going to score it at 5 1/2, which would be the middle. I'm going to use that fancy little tool we used yesterday from the dollar store. Nope, I've used this one. Nope, we'll use this fancy tool from the Dollar Tree. You can just use pretty much whatever you can find. So that should fold right in half, just like that. All right, and then I need another one that measures. Now remember, this is the same piece of paper, so this only counts as one, I hope. All right, so this one is 11. So I'm going to cut this down. What did she say? Is it 1 1/2? Or 1 1/4? I'm going to do 1 1/2. I don't remember if that's correct. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 1 1/2. Okay. Then I'm going to do a really fancy, cool thing here. You know, watching this technique, this is so hard. Not really. I'm being funny. So I'm going to fold this in half like this. Just fold it in half. And crease it. Make sure it's straight. And I'm just going to crease it like that, right? Then I'm going to fold this one in half, just like this. Right to that center score line, right on the up one side of it there. And I'm just going to right in the middle, and I'm going to score it out. Then I'm going to fold this one to the other side there. Make sure everything's straight. Fold that down. Okay, then I'm going to bend these back and forth just to make sure they bend properly. All right. So now we have our card base and we have our item that's going to give us the W. What's going to happen is we're going to tape this like this, these just like that, and then when we fold it, that's going to fold in like that, and when it opens, it's going to open like that. Okay, but now we need our mats. So we should have cut this out of this, and we'll probably change it to that. So for our mats, we need 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. We need 3 of those. So we're gonna take this paper and I'm gonna cut it down to 4 1/4. And this is the close to my heart slimline celebration paper that I'm using. And then 5 1/2. So there's one. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to do 2 to 5 1/2. And this is not thought out. This is not planned out. Hi, Miss Jean. You're okay. I'm just getting started on the first card kit, which is the one with all the fall leaf stuff. And I'm making a card that it's going to be what they call a fancy W fold. And all it is going to be is that when you open the card, it's going to open like that. And I'm going to have 4 panels here. If I can get 4 panels out of this paper. We'll see. We'll see. So I'm starting with this piece, which is, by the way, this was 11 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to use these 2 mats for the inside, which I should cut down a little bit more. But these 2 mats are going to be the inside, which I will cut down more. And then I'm wondering if I can get 4 2x2s out of these. I needed a third one. That's what I needed. And this is the same paper, so that's still only one. One of my own items. So far I'm using 2 of my own items so far. The white cardstock, which is 1 sheet, and the brown cardstock. So this needs to be cut down to 4 1/4. By 5 1/2. Actually, I'm going to cut this down to 5 1/4 and 4. And we'll save that. We don't know if we're going to need that. All right, so, and this is going to be our front mat. And then I think we'll put this here like that. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm going to make this card, and it's going to look cool, and it's going to be different than everybody else's. I'm going to have to put... I wish I had more of this paper. These are going to go on the inside. I'm going to put these like that, I think. And then I think I'm going to mat this. And then I can put a ribbon here, and I can put a ribbon there. Yeah, I think that's going to work like that. Maybe this one's not meant to be a... This is the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I can trim the orange. Isn't it a pretty paper? So I keep that like that. And then this like that. You know, of course I'll trim it here. So, but... just in the middle. And then when you open it, it'll have the giving thanks for the blessing of you. All right, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to get really fancy. I want some of this on the inside. Oh, I'm going to trim everything down. I'm just trying to get an idea how I'm laying it out before I trim anything. So I'm going to get real scary here for a minute. I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to come right here to the 1/2 inch mark. And I'm going to come right here on this paper. And I'm going to come down to right about there. Then I'm going to flip it over here. I'm making a frame with this. Right here at the 1/2 inch mark. Right where that other line was. I have a line on the side of my thing, so I'm lining it up right there. It's right about there. And I'm going to do the same thing here, right to the 1/2 inch mark. And same thing here. I didn't do that one far enough. This is called making the most of what you have. Okay. So now I have a frame. So now, see, I have a frame. And then this will sit inside the frame. Yeah, like that. So that'll sit like that, which I'm going to color these in too, but I want to get everything set before I do any bluing or anything like that. So this is going to be the front of the card. This is going to go on the inside. These are going to be the mats on here, but I need to trim them just a hair because I don't want them butted up like that. They have to, so I have to trim this just a hair. Just a little, like, not even, I guess that's a quarter. I'm trimming a quarter off. Each end. Yeah, I should have done less than that, but I'm going to do that. It'll have a little white. It'll be okay. Listen to me, it'll be okay. All right, I need this cut. Let's see if we can do this. So I'm going to cut this down to 4 inches. And make sure it's, well, it's not quite 4 inches. But now I'm going to trim it down to 2 inches. And then I'm going to cut them in half. Okay, then I'm going to cut them in half. If they are 3 1/4, no, I'm going to cut them down to 2. 2 inches there. And 2 inches here. Okay. Okay, I got it, y'all. I think I'm done with that. I'll trim this here if I have, let's see. This has to be no bigger than 2. And this side is like not really straight, so I'm gonna cut it a little bit over that. Cut this like that. And then by 2. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Just like that, so I can get a straight edge. There we go. Then I'm going to trim this down. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? Over here breaking my, how did that come out of there all together like that? That's weird. Okay. So I'm going to get here and get as close to that as I can. There we go. And right here. Right there. Okay, we're gonna have to cut that with the other trimmer. morning, Elizabeth. Or good afternoon. It's still morning in some places. All right, let's do this little trick that Daniel West taught me. Put it right here, right? You can't really keep moving it. So you just go like this with it, very carefully. Keep it straight. There, then hold it down and trim it. There we go. I'm not doing that. I'm doing scissors. Okay. All right, bye, Pam. I'll probably still be here. Okay, let's get some of these little scraps out of the way for a second. And like I said, before I glue anything down, I want to make sure I know where everything's going. So these are my mats for that. You know what? Instead of this white, oh my, I didn't save enough of that one. Let's see, the white and that was only 2 of my own items, right? So we're going to cut this piece again, but we're going to use this cardstock. So we're just going to cut it at 1.5. By 11. Okay. All right, then we're going to fold this in half. We're going to make that other thing again. So we're going to fold this in half. And use our cute little Dollar Tree tool that somebody, Elizabeth, was it you who told me about it? I don't remember who told me about it, but then we're going to take, and we're going to fold this one to that, right to the score line, not over it, not on it, but to it. Make sure it's straight. Bring it down. And we're going to do the same thing with this side. To that little score line mark, but not over it. Y'all can't see me. Score that out. Okay. And then bend it this way, and that way. All right. So this is going to go here. I need to, I wish I could put it right there, but I think we can. We have to figure out how to, though. Nope, I don't think we can. And I think we're just going to put this on here. I have to use the orange color because it's part of it. So my trusty scissors out here and just trim that like that. Now that paper's kind of crooked. How did I do that? Because I cut that one. It's kind of weird, wonky looking. Put that on there like that. Hi, Janine. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get the notification. And yeah, like Jean asked, how are you today, Janine? How are you feeling? So we're going to have that there. And then we'll have it on this side also. So I'm just going to cut that like that. And then because I want them the same size, I'm going to do it just like this. Okay, so I have used the white and the brown. That's two of my items, right? I don't know if those are going to go there. They're probably not. I'm probably just going to keep the two there. I should probably start gluing things so everything stays in place. Put that more towards the middle, I think, up towards the middle of the card. Can you even see what I'm doing? Oh no. You scare me when you start talking about your eyes. Okay, that can come off there. I don't like that on there. All right. The smoke is starting again. Linda's got an idea here. There we go. That's what it's gonna be. Yes, talking. So let's start putting it together. I really need some leaves. There we go. So we got the leaves now to add a little more to it. And then I have to use those 3 little gems, or at least 2 of them. So let's start gluing. All right, let's start gluing everything down. And I have my art glitter glue out today. Oh wait, I have to color this one. Okie doke. This time for a sip of coffee, y'all. I have some browns for the barrel. And I need orange for the pumpkins. And what would we do, like a burgundy color for the leaves? So now, do these markers count? I'm curious, since she gave me an image to color. So I am used up all my, basically used up everything. There's 5 markers. Markers count as one thing. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say markers count as one thing. All right, so where the shadow is already, I'm just gonna add the darker brown there. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I'm just gonna put some color down. Where the shadows are is where I'm putting the brown, the darker color. Then I got my teak brown. You got a latte now, all is good, awesome. Melissa, were you the one who has your own latte machine? I had so much fun with y'all last night. I had to watch the replay this morning over coffee because I was just still like laughing this morning when I woke up. You are the one, okay. Wow, Janine, you haven't had that sugar. Yeah, that very well could be part of your headache. Okay, and I'm gonna come in here with a gray, just a into gray, kind of like for that. The white helps it stand out, so we don't have to worry about that part. And the pumpkins, this is pumpkin orange, Arteza, however it's said. And I'm just gonna, oh look, I have the yellow boards and stuff too. So we're just gonna throw some of that in there. Like I said, I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just coloring my pumpkins. Just putting some color down, nothing fancy at all for these. Now this looks like it's sitting on the ground, but at the same time it looks like it could be sitting in the basket. And we'll put it in the basket like I originated. Just put some pumpkin orange there. And some pumpkin orange. Can y'all even see me? Barely. Oh. Yeah, they can be very intense. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Janine, that very well could be it. Then I'm going to use this bumblebee yellow for these gourds. For these gourds right here. Then I'm going to come in with burgundy. And I'm going to just like oh look, there's another gourd. It's a tiny picture, see? I wish this thing would focus. All right, we gotta put some color on that gourd. And then we're gonna take a tan rose color where I did the burgundy. I'm just gonna blend that out in there. Try to blend that burgundy out. We're just gonna make that color. That's all we're gonna do. because I didn't like the burgundy the way it was looking. I think I'm going to take this yellow and kind of go over this leaf a little and see what happens. Yeah, I like that color. Yeah, I like it with the yellow added. Yep. Yep, I like that. Okay, and then we're going to take that teak brown. Where'd that go? Right here. Take the teak brown, and we're just going to do our little stem right here. I'm assuming that's what that was. Little stem, and a little stem. And we're going to leave everything else alone. All right, we're going to put this card together. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put all our mats on. Thank you, Janine. All right, so we're doing the card this way. Opens up like that. So we have the front of the card, and we're going to go crazy with our art glitter glue because I don't have a fine tip, so we're going to have to be very careful. Be very, very careful, Linda. Oh, no, see? I'm telling myself to be careful with what I did. All right, see how that's too much glue? But that's okay. We're going to rip off a piece of this thing that we cut earlier that we're not using. And we're just going to, just like that. I'm just going to scrape some of that glue off. Set it right there so it's hanging off the edge. And we're going to lay our mat down. That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. That's what I like. Oh, maybe it's not the wrong one. Maybe I left a border. Oh, I did because oh my goodness, Linda. I'm showing people how to do stuff and you're not even doing it right. All right, I left a little trim, that's right, because I have the frame that has to go on. Okay. Okay. Okay, Linda. Now let's put these on inside. Very carefully, Linda. There we go. Just like that. Line that up just like that. So that way it doesn't go all the way to the inside. Then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Make these different colors on each side of these papers. I have to remember that. And I'm going to line this up. You'll notice how uncoordinated I am when I start putting things together. See that? There we go. All right. There's the best. All right, so we got those three on. Now we're going to put this on. But we're going to do it like this because we don't want to make this huge mess. Okay, fingers cooperate with me. I should just do it with your finger, Linda. And then wipe it off your finger. Just like Leo from Dreaming Tree does. Just use your finger. So you can have a nice, beautiful mess for your card. There we go. Pretty sure that's blue on all sides. Now we're going to very carefully lay this right here. And I should have foam dotted it now that I'm thinking about it, but it's okay. It'll be all right. Open the card, Linda. Line up your corners. Now, how is a square frame not going to lay straight? Lay straight. You just said use your fingers. I must have heard you. Okay. We're going to put these down with glue. And we're just going to smush it on just like that. Not move it too much. Don't move it too much, Linda. Unless you move it upwards. Because then the basket will hide anything, which the glue will dry clear so they won't see it, but then we will get our foam tape. Yes, telepathy. She's sending me signals. I'm just going to put one piece on there just like that. I'm just going to peel that off and bring this down here so hopefully you guys can still see, but so I can. You know what? I don't want that white space. I just didn't like the white space. And I don't like the handles. The handles are in my way of what I want done here, how I want it to look. So get rid of the handles. There we go. Now our basket looks like the pumpkins are actually in it. So now for the fun part. Linda. Now for the fun part. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to get some double-sided tape. And we're going to put some double-sided tape right here. Right here. Not here, not here, and then here. So yes, no, no, yes. It's getting that way, Janine. You guys get to know somebody and you can almost start reading their minds, right? Okay, so I'm going to burnish that down and then pick it off. Was it Elizabeth I learned about this tool from? Do that. We'll just peel that one like that. So I wanted to, that's why I'm burnishing it and doing this before I turn it over to put it on, because I don't want to be playing around with it then. All right. Now this is the first time I've made this card. I watched Erin Reed this morning do this. So she did hers a little lower, I think, but I'm going to do mine here. And she kept it away from the edge. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to put that down just like that. I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to do the same thing right here, away from the edge a little. I'll pull that way. And I'm going to pull that way. And I'm going to put that down like that. And then when the card folds, it does that. So when it's open, it's like that. And the reason you bring it away from the edge a little is so you have this little bit of a gap. Otherwise, it'll lay flat when you it'll lay flat when you open it. So just like that. All right. Now we're going to adhere our ribbon. Oh wait, did I need to trim it? I think I needed to trim it, didn't I? Yes, I did. So let's just fold this like this. Let's just trim both of them at the same time. I could make them look like little banners, right? But, well, that's not straight, Linda. Come on. I don't have any ribbon left by the time I get done trying to straighten it. There we go. There we go. That one's pretty good. The ribbon moves when you cut it. I wish y'all could feel this. It feels nice. Okay. So we're going to put the tape there. I'm going to put the tape there. Oh, yeah. Well, it lined up that way. See? Now we're going to peel this tape off, maybe. Maybe. I probably should have put it on the paper first instead of the fabric first. There we go. I love this ribbon. It's pretty. go. And this one, we'll do it like this. If it flaps a little on the side, it'll be all right. Just gotta set that down right there. Then we're gonna take these little leaves. Yeah, I didn't want to cut it any smaller, Pam. That was, I only wanted the edges. I tried to get them. I folded it in half when I originally cut it. All right, and everybody, art glitter glue, if you do that, will stick to the fabric. I don't know about the other glues, but my art glitter glue will, and I love it. So then we got this other little leaf before we lose it. Just gonna stick it right there, just like that. And I put a little too much glue on that one, but we're gonna clean it up, and anything left will dry clear. So there we go. Then we're gonna take these little panels, and we're gonna put them right here. So we're just gonna go just like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. Then we're going to glue this down. We should have glued all these together before we put it on there. But anyway, put that there. That there. That glue there. Make sure the words are standing upright. And it's going to say giving thanks. And I probably should have cut all that down like I did this one, but I put the smallest, you guys, I put the smaller saying on the bigger plaque. How funny is that? I put that like that. And I'm not going for perfection. Oh boy, am I not. Put some glue on there. Slap that baby down like that. That the brown outlines it. I'll do that. And then do that. And that's our card. Now, if we wanted to, and we're going to, because I do want to. First thing you can do, Linda, is put your lid back on your glue. They are small, right? Hi, Miss Tiffany, is she here? It is a big bottle of glue. Hi, Tiffany. And I do have a smaller one, but I didn't have time prior to the show to pull it out, find it. And I wanted to use my art glitter glue. Yes, the gems. Oh boy, where am I going to put the gems? Where am I going to put the gems, y'all? Oh, funny. I watched Erin Reed this morning. She made this one. That's who I learned it from. And she explains it so easy that it's so cool. No, these were part of hers. These gems came from her, so I have to add them. But I don't know where to add them at. Maybe I'll just add them on the barrel. How's that? Bottom corner of the front, like right here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, her tutorials are great. I love them. Yours are also. That's how I do majority of my mixed media. You're the one I go to for my mixed media, Tiffany. Yes, like that. Okay. So go. 1. 1. 2. Y'all know who I'm imitating, right? Yeah, these gems are part of the kit. She put them there so they wouldn't get lost. And 3. 3 gems. So there we go, guys. I love it. And this was a Paper Paws card kit. So now I just have to take a photo and put it in the group. And then I can do whatever I want to with the card. So giving thanks for the blessing of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. And ladies and gents, if there's any gents watching now or the replay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I still think it needs, I can add one more thing, because the only thing that was mine was the brown paper and the white paper and this paper. So that's 3. So oh no, I can't. Oh yeah, 3, right? And then 4 was markers. So I still can add one more thing. Right. Markers, brown paper, white paper, this color paper, because I took the leaves out of the paper she sent me. I cut those out of her paper. So I didn't add those myself. It's from Count on Sesame Street. He would always do the stripe is a ribbon, and that came in the kit. So I can do one more thing. And my one more thing that I have to do one more thing. I have to do this. I can't stand it. I gotta do this. I know you guys probably can't see it, but I can see it. I have to distress my edges just a little. See that white strip? I should probably trim it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take my ink very, very carefully, and I'm just going to ink that edge up. Well, and Linda ruins her card. There we go. I am using ground espresso. That is my go-to color. Oh, I just slung a gem. It stuck to my finger and went flying. Excuse me. So now I only have 2. I have to find the other one. It went flying somewhere. Okay, and I'll leave it alone. Now I'm done. Yep, ground espresso. That is my go-to color for edge distressing when I want to add a little bit of something to it. Okay, so I have one more kit. Do we want to sit through that, or do we want to save that for another time? I'm thinking we should save that for another time because it's 1:22. So I've been on for an hour and a half. It took me an hour and a half to make this card. So I think we'll save the other card kit. Yes, Pam, yes. It's right here somewhere. I heard it hit. I just don't see it. I don't see it. You sound like the count. Oh, wait, guys. There is no SpongeBob today. We're not doing 12 hours later. Because Linda found the gem. But it needs glue or something, so we're going to take this big Mama Jamma glue bottle. We're going to put it right there, just like that. I'm going to slide this glue over here, this gem over here, and say, now stay where I put you. Hey. All right, ladies, thank you for joining me again. I will see y'all Tuesday in chat, or wait, if Dee goes on later this afternoon like she's wanting to do, then we'll watch Dee. If you guys join there, then I'll see you there. Thank you for joining, Pam. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And I will see you guys Tuesday with Miss Elizabeth and Miss Debbie J, if you're there, if I remember to get on in time. And then Wednesday on my live and Miss Elizabeth's live. Miss Elizabeth goes live at 9 o'clock on Tuesdays. And then she goes live at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. And then I go live on Wednesday at 9 p.m. So I'll see you guys then. Oh, you'll miss us on Tuesday, Pam? Why? Why are you gonna miss us? Oh, are you going on your trip, Pam? Oh, it's travel day. Okay, that's right. Will you be safe and have fun, okay? All right, we're going to do Sha-na-na today, right? Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. Good night, sweetheart. Oh, we can't say good night. We'll have to say. Singing that song made me forget my song. So long, farewell. I hope you enjoyed the show. Do 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 do.